On a crisp autumn morning in Portland, Oregon, Lily sat at the corner table of a small cafe named Maple and Ash. She held a cup of chai and stared out the window, watching leaves swirl down the street. Her mind kept replaying a conversation she'd had the night before with her close friend, Mara, who asked, "What do you really want in a partner?" Lily had shrugged. She'd say things like, someone kind, someone fun, someone loyal. But as she sat there, she realized those were vague. What did she truly value? Honesty, emotional safety, shared purpose. After that conversation, she had decided, in her next relationship, she would date intentionally. Not just by attraction or convenience, but be always. As she nursed her chai, the bell above the cafe door jingled. A man walked in, shaking off a light drizzle, and glanced around. He looked uncertain. His name was Ethan. He carried a leather satchel and wore a warm sweater. Something about his eyes suggested thoughtfulness rather than pretense. He sat 2 tables away. Over the next few days, Lily saw him again at the same cafe. Around 8:30 a.m., he ordered black coffee. She ordered tea. Their eyes met once. Lily smiled. He nodded. No conversation yet. Both were cautious. One morning, the cafe was especially crowded, and the only free seat was at Lily's table. Ethan approached. "Mind if I join you?" he asked politely. She gestured. "Please, please." They ordered their drinks and waited in silence, comfortable but curious. Finally, Ethan said, "I'm Ethan. I come here often." Lily introduced herself. Then she asked the question she had rehearsed. "What brings you here every morning?" He looked at her, then at his coffee. "Routine, reflection. I'm a curriculum designer for an education nonprofit. I like mornings quiet. Before the work begins." She nodded. "I'm a designer too graphic for social causes. I believe good design can spark change." They smiled, realizing they had work in common. Over the following weeks, they met at that cafe. Their conversations deepened. Childhood, dreams, failures, regrets, and values. Lily learned Ethan had grown up in a modest household, and that honesty and trust had been rare treasures in his family. Ethan learned Lily had volunteered in community art projects, believing art could heal. Their values, integrity, service, empathy aligned. More than either expected. One Saturday, Ethan asked Lily to walk to a nearby botanical garden. They strolled among oaks and maples, sunlight dancing through branches. At a quiet bench, Ethan reached for her hand. "I've come to enjoy not just your company, but your heart," he said. "I believe we share something rare. Not just attraction, but purpose and values." Lily's heart fluttered. She turned to him. "I feel the same. But I also want to know, are you ready for something real? For challenges? For being honest when it's painful?" Ethan nodded. "Yes, because values are tested in storms, not calm. I don't promise perfection. I promise to strive for integrity." They kissed gently beneath autumn foliage. Months passed. Their relationship flourished, but it wasn't flawless. They faced disagreements, work, stress, financial strain, moments of doubt, but each time they resolved by returning to their core values. They held value check-ins every Friday, small talks about how they felt, where they'd felt hurt, where they saw growth. They made space for vulnerability. One evening, Lily's nonprofit got caught in a funding scandal she had no part in, but it threatened her peace and reputation. She felt shaken and wanted to retreat. Ethan sat with her. "I can't change what's done, but I can stand with you through it." Sighed Rintley. Lily wept. "I'm scared I'll lose myself in this storm." Ethan held her. "You won't. Your value's sure. HeartTalk, your compass. I'll walk through the storm by your side." That night, she found strength in his support, not as a rescuer, but as a partner. In dark hours, when she doubted everything, she remembered their values, their talks, his presence. Years later, standing in that same botanical garden under fiery maples, Ethan knelt and asked Lily to marry him, not with a showy ring but with a simple band he had carefully chosen, engraved inside with integrity. Love, purpose. Lily, Sai, Jis. At their wedding, instead of grand vows, they each spoke 3 promises drawn from their shared values. To speak truth, even when it hurts, to support dreams, even when uncertain, to seek growth together. Even through weakness, true love isn't found by chance. Love guided by shared values, communication, and intentionality weathers storms and deepens over time. This was a story from HeartTalk. If you felt it in your heart, please like and subscribe so we can share more stories of real love.